Welcome. Good morning. I'm Chic from Chic Speaks. Welcome. Come on in. Please like, share, and subscribe. This morning, we are going to get into a 30-minute Pilates workout. So come on in, join in the fun if you're able to. If not, sit back, relax, and watch me put in the work. This is going to be a 30-minute beginner-friendly Pilates workout. So get ready. Let's go. Please like, share, and subscribe. We just hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers. So I want to thank each and every one of you for helping me to achieve that goal. So it's only up from here, road to 5,000 subscribers. So I cannot do it without you. Please like, share, and subscribe. So nothing to it but to do it, right? So we're about to get into it. Come on in, come on in. Let me know where you're from, what city, state, country. Who are you representing in the Olympics? I am Team USA. I am in the great state of Georgia. So come on in, get comfortable, relax, and watch me knock out this 30-minute beginner-friendly Pilates workout. Let's do it. Come on in, please like, share, and subscribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That completes our Pilates workout. Thank you for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll try to get through some comments. All you need, good. Keep it up. Thank you. Julian, Chic Speak, hey, what's up? Thanks so much for being live right now. I love your outfit. Thank you, Mr. Shaq. Raining, very nice. You look beautiful. Chic Speaks, thank you. Hey, Raining, welcome. Welcome. So, the Laura haven't been able to consistently do, feeling sick, but positively all needed. Stay motivated. Thank you. Yes, sometimes you don't always feel your best. I don't always feel my best, but I try to push myself to do something if I have the strength to just do something. Because I like to say, it's not really about maybe the amount of time you start out with spending with exercising or getting some physical activity. It's about really the starting process. Sometimes it's hard for us to just start. So once we start, we can kind of work our way up to doing it or exercising for longer periods of time. So you may start with 10, 15 minutes, but you may ultimately work yourself up to 30, 45 minutes, an hour, maybe even more. I typically don't exercise longer than about 30 to 45 minutes. I just don't typically do long exercises. If I am doing some form of exercise for an hour or more, it's walking. So that's just because I'm out and about in my community, at a park, in my neighborhood. I like to enjoy nature. I'm not a gym girly. So if any of you are familiar with my content, you know everything, how I look, it's all achieved from at home. So it's in my home doing exercises such as this. This is Pilates. This is just one of many types of exercises that I engage in. So I'm not one to just stick to one thing. I tend to like a variety. So I like, the HIIT cardio, Pilates, just, different types. I have some chair exercises that I show for those of you who aren't able to use your legs at the time. So I just like a variety of exercises. My priority is doing exercises that can impact multiple body parts at one time. So what you'll see over here are total body workouts. So you'll see us, even just with this Pilates, it worked on our arms, heavy on the arms, abs, our legs. Like, it literally is like a total body workout, but it's not one of those high intense workouts. So you may not even think you're doing a whole lot when you're doing Pilates. Probably much like how yoga may be for some people. I like Pilates, but it's one of those just intense type workouts where it's focusing on more so technique, contracting the muscles, things like that. So a great workout. I definitely encourage you to give Pilates a try if you haven't, or if you want to try a different type of exercise, do that as well. I just say, just do something. It doesn't matter which one it is, whether you're just going walking or doing some exercises. You can look back at some of my other content to see other type of workout videos I have. There's a number of them. I'm sure you'll find something that will work for you. I have the beginner friendly exercises, such as like this one is a pretty beginner Pilates, one I did yesterday. Then I have some more of your advanced workouts, maybe some of the HIIT workouts. You might find that to be more advanced. So there's something out there for everyone. I just encourage you to do something, to start somewhere. And the key is consistency. We have to be consistent. I come out here each and every day to work out and do some form of exercise in front of you all. And that's my way of being consistent, to show you what that looks like. My first goal was to meet 1,000 subscribers. So thanks to you all, I met that goal yesterday. Yay, we are officially over 1,000 subscribers. Next, we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. I want to reach as many people as I can around the world, to just give this inspirational message, to just move, put your best foot forward, work to present the best version of yourself. So if you're not happy with where you are today, do something about it. What are you going to do about it? So you have to stop it, make the conscious decision that you want to do something about it. Let's see. Staying off the grid. So hi, pleasure to meet you. Hello, where are you all located? Natura, do Pilates help to strengthen the core? Yes, they are great for strengthening the core. If you've never tried Pilates, try Pilates, because when you're doing the exercises, you're going to feel the muscles that are being impacted at that time. So if you're working on those arms, when I was doing a lot of the arms, like I was really feeling it in my arms, which is great. And then when I was, on the ground doing things, dealing with my legs and my waist, as I'm lifting my legs, that's contracting the core. So yes, Natura Pilates does help to strengthen the core. Watch some more of my videos or any other videos out there. Research Pilates and see how it can benefit you. Staying off the grid, and congratulations. You get to make me a sandwich. Thank you very much, Laura. Your exercises to me seem like I can manage and not get injured. Yes, that's the beauty of these exercises that I do over here. It's nothing too deep. That's why I feel like I have exercises that can accommodate anyone's physical limitations or whatever you may have going on. It's nothing that's too deep, too rigorous, that's going to take you out, because that's just not me. I'm just not that girly to just be doing the absolute most when it comes to exercise. I don't believe in exercising for like a long period of time either. I feel like it's more about the quality of the exercises, the technique, contracting the muscles, good posture. I think that's more important than like the number, like the time that you're spending to do the exercises. So most of these exercises I come out and do, I'll do them for about 30 minutes. I've done a couple of times, maybe a longer length, maybe closer to an hour or more, but I like to keep the exercises around like 30 minutes and then talk with you all about how those exercises can help you and how I noticed that they help me. So just to not keep the videos too long, too much past like an hour length. So let's see. Stay off the grid says stop yapping, shit, more sandwich making, you're funny. So yes, that's our workout. You have any questions pertaining to any specific types of exercises? Like, it's nothing to it but to do what I like to say, and you too can get the results that you desire if you just show up for yourself. I like to start my day out with 25 squats. I end my evening with another 25 squats. If you don't get any type of exercises in for the day, at least drop and do squats. Do whatever you can. Just do something. Even if it's you just getting up, leaving your house and going to walk your block a time or two. Just do something, because you have to start somewhere in order to motivate yourself to kind of go further, you see. So it's small. It's like baby steps. Like literally it's a baby step thing for many people, and that's fine, because that's how we start new habits. So you start with the baby steps, because y'all, this is a lifestyle change. This is not okay on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays I work out with Chic, and then I do the absolute most the rest of the week with my lifestyle, with my diet, with my my lack of exercise. That's not how this thing works. In order for you to get the results you want and to maintain them, it takes consistency. So you have to show up for yourself. Think about what type of goals you have for yourself. If you don't have any goals, stop, take a minute to think about some goals. What are some goals that you can outline for yourself? And then think about how you can go about achieving those goals. That's how this works. That's how you achieve really anything in life. You have to stop and really, give it some thought. Give it some thought, because that's all I know. You just come up with your goals and you get to work. So let's see. Natura said, congratulations on the 1,000. Thank you all. Have you liked, shared, and subscribed lately? I've achieved the goal with you all, with coming, watching the content, liking the video, sharing the video, participating on the lives. In the evenings, I do more of the long form content. It's more so heavy on mental health over there. Right now, we're reviewing a popular YouTube channel, Queen of Kings. It's a family in Hawaii that just does a whole lot over there. And we like to talk about what they're doing over there, and then the good, the bad, the ugly. Heavy on the ugly, but it's a lot to learn from that family over there. The importance of mental health and taking care of yourself. Natura said, hope you make it to 100,000 soon. Keep going. Thank you. I received that. I plan to keep going. I feel like I do motivate people out here in the world. There's people all over the country who chime in and tune into my lives each day, and I am so appreciative of that. You all, I urge you, if you do not catch the live and you have questions or comments, please drop them still on the video or go back and rewatch those lives. I enjoy reading the comments. Don't really get a lot of people that comment after the posting of the lives from my fitness, but I get a lot of comments for my evening long stream content. People always want to come back and comment on the live that we did, the long stream live. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out tonight. I will be going on at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about the interview that Rose from the YouTube channel Queen of Kings did with the popular YouTuber Tasha K. So you can, if you look at my content that's scheduled, you'll see that I have that show scheduled for this evening. If you are familiar with either one of them, I urge you to check out that interview that Tasha K did with Rose, as Rose talk about the whys behind what we see her do each day in the great, lovely state of Hawaii. So definitely check out Tasha K in that interview with Rose Miller of Queen of Kings, the YouTube channel. But yeah, that was a great, it was a great interview because it was just a lot of just additional things that I kind of learned that I want to talk about this evening on my channel. So make sure you have your notification bells set for that. But listen, we got to be consistent. We got to show up for ourselves. We got to be that very thing that we want to see in the world. We want to reflect it in ourselves. So be an inspiration to someone else. Inspire yourself. Set those goals. When you achieve those goals, you're motivated to set new goals. That's kind of how this thing works. If it's a fitness goal or you want to look a certain way, once you start seeing those results, baby, you're going to want to keep that up, right? That's normally how it works. It's just like you liking what you see, you want to keep it up. So you're going to be willing to put in the work because you see your efforts aren't going into vain. You're seeing that your body is transforming. So I believe we're day 21. It's in the title. I think we're day 21. I think of our total body transformation challenge. It's a 30 days. And so we're nearing the end. We probably got another 9 or 10 days of the challenge. But the purpose of the challenge is for you to see how your body can transform in as little as 30 days. Now, if you did not start the challenge on day 1, which was July 15th, that is fine. Your day 1 can be today. It's not about you competing with anyone else, myself, your neighbor, your sister, your mom. It's not about that. It's about showing that if you consistently put work into something for as much or as little as 30 days, you can get results. So there's no way to kind of show that or prove that unless you kind of experience it. I can talk to you all day about, how to go about achieving goals, but you have to start putting that work in so you can see what I'm talking about. Create your own testimony. So when someone asks you, okay, what's your secret? How did you lose the weight? You can speak from your own experience as to how you were able to achieve your personal goal, and that may motivate your neighbor. You see how this works? Each one teach one. We want to show up in the world as we want people to show up to us. So I want to come out here and motivate you all to be the better versions of yourself. And I encourage each and every one of you to motivate someone else to do the same while you're doing it. Laura says you are very inspiring, motivational. Thank you, Laura. I really appreciate that. That is my intent with this channel, is to just motivate you. And so therefore, you can get those results, whatever those results may be. You can get it just as I get the results that I strive to get with work. Like, I'm no different than you or the next person. You just are able to see me show up and be consistent. I can't see you. You can see me. So what they say, you have to ask yourself, okay, what are you doing that people don't see? So I don't see what's going on in your lives. Only you know what's going on in your life. Are you showing up for yourself? Are you consistently moving? Are you watching what you eat as far as like the quality of foods, the portions? Portions is a big thing. Heavy on the portion. I'm like, minimize those portions. A lot of us eat far too much. So let's start with reducing those portions. Quavon says, yes, ma'am. Hope you're having a great morning, beautiful. I am. Thank you and welcome. Have you hit the like button? Have you liked, shared, and subscribed? So yes, portion. Watch the amount of portions that you eat. You know, many of you probably can't eat whatever you want, but just change the portions and just see how that may make a difference with your physical appearance by simply just changing the portions. Some of you may need to just remove things altogether. You know, so just start with these little tweaks and see if you see a noticeable difference by making these changes. So that's the only way you know if it's going to work, right? Like with anything, you don't know unless you try it, right? So I'm out here encouraging you to try something you probably never tried before. And maybe if you tried it before and you didn't think it worked, try it again. But this time, be more consistent with it. That's really been the difference with me. You know, I've been on YouTube for a minute now, but the difference between then versus now is the consistency. I'm way more consistent today than I was yesterday, meaning the past. So I had to be consistent. That was pretty much the common theme. I just had to be consistent. If I wanted different results, I knew that I needed to do something different, and that was being consistent. Quavon said, you're absolutely right. Motivation is key. Yes, motivate. Sometimes you got to motivate yourself. You got to pump yourself up. Look in the mirror. Talk to yourself if you don't have someone in your life to motivate you. But I'm a motivator. So if you need somebody to motivate you, definitely like, share, subscribe. Make sure you have that bell. You hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. But I just want to speak a word into you because I understand the power in words. So words are powerful. Be mindful of what you say to yourself. If you say, I can do it, guess what? You can do it. If you say, I can't do it, guess what, baby? You can't do it. Either way, you're right. Either way, you're right. So what do you want to be right about? You want to be right about positivity and the wins, or you want to be right about negativity and the losses? It all starts, ends, begins. Everything is wrapped around you. It's wrapped around you. You are in control over your experiences. Positive energy is going to naturally gravitate other positivities, other positive people to you. Negative energy will do just that, gravitate other negative energy to you. So we want to be positive over here. Laura says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names might break my heart. Yes. And, you know, words that, you know, we grew up hearing that words is nothing. It's just words, but words is everything. And it can hurt to the core. Many of us have stories of when we heard hurtful words and it did bother us. And some of us still live with that. But what I say is allow for that to motivate you to prove them wrong. How about that? So you can't control anyone else's actions out there in the world, but you can control how you respond to it. So if you know whatever they speaking, that is not you, ain't got nothing to do with you, let it bounce off of you and let it not impact you, because you know that's not true anyway. So just, you know, if it what they say, if it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. So it comes down to, you know, the way we think about things. When we hear that negativity, just block it out. Just know it's not about you. It's about that person who's dishing that negativity. It's typically never about you when someone's being negative. It's about them. And once you kind of come to understand that, you kind of move differently, where you're not absorbing all these negative energies on that level anymore, because you came to understand, you know what, it's not about me. This is about them, and they're projecting. Like, that's a real thing. That's why my evening shows, on my long form content, I talk a lot about mental health. I have, you know, mental health as far as from a professional standpoint, a background, education in that field. So I can speak on things pertaining to mental health and how it can really impact our lives and how we can actually negatively impact lives of those around us if we don't check ourselves and stop to deal with that. You know, that negative energy that can go on to our spouses, our partners, our children. So we have to be careful and be cognizant of how we're showing up in the world. We want to make sure we're showing up in a positive way, putting our best foot forward. And we want peace, so we want to be someone else's peace, right? If you want peace, be someone else's peace. You can't be held to someone else but hollering, I want peace. It don't work like that. What they say, you get what you give. So give off good, positive energy. That's what I try to do. And the only difference with my life is that I come on camera and just show you all what I do, because when this camera is off, this is how I live my life. These are the type of activities and things that I engage in that keeps me fit. I am 43, married, a mom of 3 children, and yeah, big kids, 19, 16, 14. I got big kids, but I maintain my body by being active. I can't control getting older, but I can control how my body ages, if that makes sense. I can control if my body starts to kind of feel like it's breaking down, my muscles tighten up, skin sagging. You can control those things, believe it or not. You can control those things, and you can control them for free as far as with the exercise and the physical activity. You don't have to join a gym. You don't have to join a gym. I don't go into a gym. I don't anymore. It's been many years since I've regularly been to the gym. My preference is to be out in nature or be at home. So just find something that you feel like you can stick to, because remember, we're all about consistency over here. Find something that you feel like that you can consistently stick to, that where you will keep going. And remember, it's a lifestyle change. So if you're trying to move bread, carbs, okay, are you trying to do that forever, or are you just trying to do that for an event that's coming up? You got to really think about that, because if it's a temporary type change, once you reincorporate those things back into your diet, guess what? Your body is going back. You see how this works? Your body is going back, and it may go back ultra fast, especially when you're removing carbs and things, because body like, oh snap, we got carbs, we don't know when we're going to get them again, so it'll start holding on to it. That's how it works. So that's why I don't believe in removing things from my diet. I'd rather just minimize or reduce the amount that I consume. I'd rather just kind of focus on my portions. Laura said 43, my guess would be 20 something, 33 tops. Yep. Actually, I'll be 44 in October. My birthday's October 25th. I'll be 44 on October 25th, and I'll be married 20 years on October 1st. And yep, I got 3 kids. So no, I mean, I'm used to it with not looking my age. Fortunately, it has a lot to do with genetics, coupled with me doing, exercising and kind of taking care of my body. Because have you noticed, when you see someone lose weight, don't you notice they kind of look younger? It does something to me. I noticed that the bigger a person is, the older they may look. And then when you see them drop that weight, you're like, wow, you look younger. It just has, they just tend to have a more youthful look. That's why I prefer to keep my weight down, because when I'm bigger, I have been maybe about maybe like 15 pounds bigger before, pre-pandemic. I felt like I looked older than what I do now when I have more weight on. So it's just a preference. I prefer this, this look as far as the aesthetic look, but I also know when I look this way, I'm healthier. All my levels, everything is where it's supposed to be at this size. And I'm not teeter-tottering and bordering being, BMI, no, I like to be in a very safe, natural, normal range for my age and height. So I encourage you all to do that too, because you might not like what the recommended weight and BMI is for you, but those are all health related factors. So it makes a difference on just your total overall health. Natura said, true, healthy is beautiful. So just think about it from a health standpoint. You might, like ladies like looking thicker than a Snicker, thicker than all outdoors, but is that healthy for you? What's the priority? I think that you can be a healthy size and look good. If you do the right exercising and things like that, you can sculpt your body to where you have more muscle than fat. So you can still be curvy, but still not have a lot of fat on your body. Just keep that in mind. Talk to your physicians, your nutritionists, whoever you have in your life for as far as who you can consult with about health matters, and see what their recommendations are for your actual situation. So I come out here and talk about, for me, what works for me, and give you some type of idea as to a starting place for you, or maybe to jumpstart some conversations you can have with those health professionals in your life, wherever you are in the world. But yeah, that's what I got. I'm just here to motivate and to help however I can. I hope you all enjoyed the live today. I've always enjoyed Pilates. and it's helped me to maintain. When I was having my babies years ago, Pilates was a really heavy type workout that I would do during pregnancy and post-pregnancy to get my body back in shape. So if you have never tried Pilates, go ahead, give it a try. The Pilates videos I've put out as of late are beginner-friendly videos, so try those. If you want something more advanced, there's a plethora, there's like a lot of videos, content out there on YouTube for Pilates or any type of fitness, but my channel has a variety too, so definitely check out my content and see what floats your boat, because I assure you, you're gonna find something that you're like, okay, I can do that. I'm not messing with her on that, but I can do that. So that's the point. It's just finding what you can do. What can you do? What can you do? And again, to lose weight, burn more calories than you take in. Remember, more going out than what's coming in. So as you're going through your day, keep that in mind. If you know that you just ate a heavy meal or you have plans to eat a heavy meal, incorporate some type of exercise in your day, whether that's walking. So if you can find time to go do a mile or more walk, do that. Or if there's some exercises that you can do that. But don't just go ham and eat whatever and then just be like, nah, I'm not going to still, I don't feel like going to get any physical activity in. I don't feel like going to walk. I don't feel like dropping and doing any sit-ups, push-ups, squats. It don't work that way. My thing is, if you're a foodie, you really have to make sure that you're not too lazy to get up and get some exercise in. And that's kind of how I was for a long time. I would say I can't afford to not try to get some exercise movement in because I enjoy eating food and pastries and things too much. So to me, it was about balancing it out, me eating what I wanted, and plus balancing it out with the physical activity. So when people will be like, wow, how do you stay small and trim? And then I see you eat that, it's because I balance it. I know I'm going to eat this, but I also know before I eat this or after I eat this, I need to go and get some type of physical activity in to burn those calories. You see what I'm saying? Because I know I'm about to eat real good, but I know I need to be cognizant of what type of physical activity am I going to get into that's going to allow for me to burn those calories that I just took in. You see what I'm saying? You see how this works? It's a method to this, man. It's a method. Your girl be over here eating whatever she wants, but I'm going to make sure, I'm going to walk it out. Y'all going to see me on this camera doing what it is that I'm doing that particular day as far as fitness, because I know I like to eat and I want to eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it. Natura said, I started reducing portions like you advised. It's working pretty well so far. Yes, it's a habit. Just keep doing that. And then eventually, it's a real thing for your stomach to shrink. Your body will get used to you eating less to where you're not going to even be able to eat as much as you used to. You're going to get full faster, because it's like, your body is very smart. It's a memory. It's going to be like, okay, since you're full, we're done. And it becomes, a lifestyle. Natura said, shit, that felt like you said that directly to me. I'm working on it, though. I've been eating healthier recently. I'm talking to you, Natura. No, I'm talking to whoever needs to hear this message, because a lot of people do the absolute most at the table, at the dinner table, the lunch table, the breakfast table. Y'all know y'all be going in. But if you are going to go in, get that physical activity in. You can't go in and say, and I'm not doing nothing. It don't work that way. You're like, I'm going in right now, but I'm going to go do that too at 6:00. I'm gonna make sure I get that in, because I know I'm about to go in. You can't neglect the other ones. So that's pretty much my secret to, how I maintain my size. So portion control, start paying attention to those portions, cut them in half, cut them in thirds, whatever, however you slice it and dice it. The moral of the story is to consume less than what you have been consuming. Start there. Consume less, and then replace any other beverage that you've been eating or drinking, with water. Try to up your water intake. If you drink a lot of soda, we're going to try to cut that. If you drink 4 sodas a day, let's start with maybe cutting it to 2, and then maybe drinking water. And you just start slowly reducing it, because soda has a lot of sugar, and just by removing sodas or reducing that, you'll see a change as well. I've done that before. I've removed soda and seen a change kind of rather quickly. So water helps to energize you. Water helps with mental clarity. Water has so many benefits. So make sure that you're getting your water in. It helps to minimize the chances of cramping. You know, you see me exercising, but I got to make sure, speaking of water, let me drink some water while I'm here talking to you all. Have to stay hydrated because you don't want to get cramps. So you want to make sure you get a good amount of water before you go into any physical activity, during, and post, because we don't want to cramp up. So get your water in. District of Columbia Natural Beauty, thank you very much. I just try to live as close to a natural life as possible from head to toe. I'm just your natural kind of girly. So anything over here, I'm going to encourage for you to go about it the natural way, opposed to surgeries. We always want surgery to be a last result. Going a natural way, you're pretty much not putting your life on the line. Listen, it's just coming down to discipline, not your whole life. Your whole life being put on the line. It's just about discipline. So which one you'd rather do, which one you'd rather do, child. Pick one, which one you'd rather do. So I'd rather work on the discipline part. So Walter Clean said, good morning. Have you all liked, share, and subscribe to my content? I just reached my goal, thanks to you all, of 1,000 subscribers. So I don't know where we're at right now, but I know it was over 1,000 coming into this live. We hit that goal yesterday. So next goal will be 5,000. I say, hey, let's start with that 5,000 increment. From there, we'll do 10,000 increments. So 5,000 is our goal for our subscriber count for this channel. I want to reach as many people from all around the world. I want everybody to get this message. Natura said the pain of discipline is better than the pain of regret. I agree. It feels different, and regret can have you like in a permanent jacked up situation, versus like the pain of discipline is just having you temporarily uncomfortable. You're temporarily uncomfortable until that feeling becomes your norm. So let's just say if you're cutting your portions in half, you're temporarily uncomfortable because you may feel like you're still hungry for more. But if you continue to still deprive yourself of that food and only eat a smaller portion, eventually your body will learn to be satisfied with that amount. It'll be like, okay, this is all we got. This is what it is. And then next thing you know, that's just the amount of food you now eat. Like, it is what it is. You no longer desire to have more. And then your body is going to get full, where if you try to eat more, your body going to be like, hold up, what are we doing? This is too much. So your body, like I said, your stomach can shrink because it now conforms to, now it's like, oh, we take in less now. So anything else that it tries to come into the belly, you'll start to really feel full and uncomfortable, and you're not going to want to eat all of that. So all I say, like I say, is just to give it a try. Just give anything that I say, just give it a try. Natura says she tried the portion and cutting her portions, and she saw some wins in it working for her. I think Natura is a girl. She saw it working. So you give it a try. See, if you can find something that I say that may work for you, and then come back over here and report on it and let us know. Come back. Yeah, Natura said, yep, my appetite reduced. Like, how many days have you been doing that? Like, when did you start reducing your portions? Because like, it's real. Like, now it's going to become like your new norm. Your body's not going to desire to have more. It's just going to be like, oh, well, this is all that we eat, so we're good. And then you're going to start to notice that your body is getting smaller. You said 3 or 4. Natura said 3 to 4 days, I think. Makes sense. That sounds about right, because I think they say, after about 7 days of doing something, that's a good amount of time with building a habit. Like, if you do something for like 7 days straight, you're going to pretty much work through all the emotions of doing that change. So that sounds about right, that your body is starting to respond in a more positive way because of that change that you're making. So you all, Natura has her testimony. Create your own testimony. Give it a try. Come back. Tell a friend, tell a family, what you're doing, because they're going to take notice that, when those physical changes start to show, they're going to be like, oh, okay, what are you doing? You look kind of different. And you let them know what you're doing. And they're going to be like, bet, that's it. Yeah. As I like to say, nothing to it but to do it. We are the ab chasers over here. We trying to find those abs. I want you all to be able to find your abs, to see your stomach again. We don't want any pouches, any overlap. If you desire to have a flat stomach, that's what I want you to achieve over here. Natura said, I'm gonna recommend your channel to my mom too. That would be awesome. Thank you. I'm sure she would definitely be able to appreciate this type of content. Anyone who's interested in transforming themselves and creating healthier habits, because that's what it's about. It's just about creating healthier habits. What are your habits? Think about it. What are your habits? Can you afford to change those habits? When would you like to start changing those habits? Why can't that be today? So, questions, answers. Food for thought. 83.3 says, I have a 9-pack. I can't get the bottom one to the split. Listen, you got 8-pack. It's more than the one, a keg. So many will take a 9-pack. So that's more than a lot of other people got going on. So keep going, be motivated, be inspired. I want you all to win. I want you to watch me win. And so far with the growth of this channel, we're winning, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, please like, share, subscribe. If you do want to support me in a monetary way, my Cash App is $speak50, $speak50. It may be in the description. I don't know if I have it in the description of this video, but I'll add it, and it's in some of my other content. But yeah, I do appreciate the support. Just a simple like, I'm appreciative. A like, a subscribe, a share, like all those things are just free. And I am so grateful for you all for that. But that's all I have for you. I want you all to have a great day. Be an inspiration for yourself and to someone else. Show up in the world as you want those to show up for you. And I am Chic from Chic Speaks, and I will catch you in the next broadcast. Peace.